Hey, and no matter who you support, if you want to make a football banner for your team for the World Cup, then keep watching because I'm going to show you how, and it's easy. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best of your cutting machines and become your own designer. And today we are going to make a football banner. So I'm going to show you how to make this from scratch. So you're going to make your flags out of shapes in Cricut Design Space. You're going to add your team colours, and we're going to print and cut them into banners. And I have provided the full alphabet and number set for you. So you've got a free football goal themed alphabet and number set. All you've got to do is upload your team to Cricut Design Space and make your banner. No matter what it is, whether you want to make it World Cup or the team or score or goal or predicted score, whatever you want to do, there's all the letters and numbers there to help you do it. And then all we're going to do is upload those, put them onto banners. You can also use these for themed parties for kiddies or for football fans, so that you can make personal banners with names and ages on for that as well. But this is just such an easy tutorial. These flags also make great cards and cake toppers. If you make them really small, you can make mini cake toppers for cake, so that you've got a little mini football team or personal name bunting, and that's really easy to do as well. So let's head over to Cricut Design Space and I'll show you how it's done. We're going to start by uploading the alphabet. So you're going to get the alphabet from the shop. I will pop the link below. That's totally free. There's a full alphabet and number set, all football themed, all matching. So download those from the shop. You just have to sign up, download, and you've got those. And then you're going to upload all of your words to Cricut Design Space, letters, numbers, whatever you want to upload. Now, I fast forwarded this because who wants to see me upload slowly? If you do, or if you want to catch up, then you can pause this video at any time. But there are bits that I've fast forwarded just because some parts are repetitive. Once we're all uploaded, they will come in quite large. So you just need to drag them smaller to make sure that they're the right size for print and cut. So you're going to go in the free shapes bar and you want to grab a square and a triangle, and this is how we're going to make our banner. Now there might be 3 banners, I don't know, I haven't even looked because I just make everything myself. I find it easier because it's going to be exactly how I want it. So I'm just going to flip my triangle, so I just dragged that over, and then I'm going to pull it back up so that it's squashed, so you can see it's a much shorter triangle. Then I'm going to pop it up to my square and align it so that everything's level all the way around, and that's really important. I do make a mistake here, but I'll show you how I corrected it. Then I'm going to select all, and I am going to weld that together, and that has given us our initial shape flag. Now I am going to just drag it a bit to make sure that I get the shape I'm happy with, because I wanted it a little bit chunkier than what I've got, but I wanted to put it all together first. That makes it easier to shape. Now I'm going to turn it white. This is going to be a print and cut. So go to the bottom right, change your background colour, and then when you change it to print and cut, it won't disappear on your canvas. And now we're going to start adding the offset. So this is where you can personalise it to your team. So I live in England, so obviously we'll be supporting England, so I'm going to make mine England colours. So what I've done is I've started by clicking on effects and I'm adding an offset, and I've chose square corners rather than rounded. And I'm going to colour that my first colour, so I'm going to colour that red. But I've noticed on the red there's a bit of an issue, because can you see on the right hand side as you're facing the screen, there's like a little nick sticking down. So there must have been a tiny little mark that I've missed on my white flag. Now it doesn't matter for that, but it's going to matter going forward because that's got a bit bigger. So I'm going to grab a square. I'm going to line it up so that it's lined up with the complete bottom part of the banner. And now I'm going to slice that off because that then won't interfere with the rest of the project. So I'm just going to tilt it round at the corner slightly, get it exactly right. Once I'm happy, then I'm going to select all and click slice. And that will just slice that little bit off the bottom. I am faffing a bit here, but I'm trying to get it as perfect as I can. Sometimes you make a mistake, and rather than going back, it's easier just to rectify it. And when I delete that, you can just see there, it was a tiny bit, but that would have affected it. So now I can pop that back, drag my red to the back. So either right click and send it backwards, or you can drag it down in the sidebar, and we're ready to go again. So click on your red layer, or I've just clicked on all of them there. Click effects, offset, and drag your offset up and make sure you keep it on square. There's my next colour. So that's going to be a blue colour. Now we've got that, we're going to add the last layer, and I am going to add a white layer. You could add another red and blue. It's completely up to you. It's just about having your team's colours on your flag. So I'm going to go to offset, add one more, and that's going to be white. Then I'm going to select all, and I'm going to go to the bottom right hand corner and click flatten, and that will make it into my flag shape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, because I don't want to make one of those each time I make a flag. So I'm going to just duplicate it so that I've got all of the flags I need before I start building it. So I don't know if you, whatever country's name, or whether you're putting World Cup 26, whatever you're putting, make sure you've got enough flags for what you're creating. And now we're going to start building the flag. So I'm going to grab my letter G, and I filmed that bit several times and struggled saying it every time. I'm going to pull it behind, and then I'm going to bring it to the front. So arrange, bring to the front, or you drag it in the sidebar, and I'm going to position it. One thing I love about the new Cricut update is the guidelines that help you centralize things. I mean, it just makes life so much easier. If that is one thing I love about this. There's a lot I don't love, but that's one of the things I do love. And we're going to just go through and build up all of the letters. So this is another thing that I am going to fast forward, just because I'm doing the same thing again and again. So if you want to craft along, then just pause it when you get to the end of this stage before we build the flag, which is quite easy actually. So I'm just lining up my letter over that letter just to make sure that it is exactly the same size. And once I've got it where I want it, then I can flatten that one as well. Now I do faff about with these a bit because it's just about positioning, and just if it's off, it might bug me, but I'm looking for that line, and there it is. Select all and flatten. Then we're going to go on to the next flag. Get the letter A, bring it to the top. So you can see the little football on it. I've managed to draw a replica. It's not exactly the same because I'm probably not allowed to do that. So I just thought I'll get it as near to possible and do a little replica. And I'm going to just pop my L in now. I'm lining that up with my A just to make sure of the sizing, and I'm going to flatten that. Now I'm not happy with my A, so I've just unflattened, redone it and flattened it again. And you can do that with all the letters, and that's the beauty of making your banners, that you can just work through, unflatten, adjust and reflatten. Another thing I do is I always save this project so that if I want to go and make another banner in the future, I can go into this banner and use the banner template, because you can unflatten it. And now we are going to just size it all. So I wanted to size mine so it would all fit on one A4 sheet of paper. So it's all sized and flattened, ready to send to print and cut. So once you see this screen, then you can send it to print. And you want to send to the printer, click next, choose the right printer. I remove bleed, I don't like it. And you want to choose system dialog so that you can go into media and choose the best settings. Then you can send it to print. Here we are printed off, and that looks great. So you can see how I've put the colours around the edge so you can use whatever colours you want for your team. Here's our banners. So I've just printed and cut them off. So I have only done the 4 badges for now, but I just wanted to show you how easy it was, and the principle that because you've got my free alphabet, you can make any one you want. So we could have done this in Cricut Design Space, but I haven't. So what I'm going to do now is just go through and cut them, and I find that if I just pop that in the corner there so it's touching, then that gets them in a pretty good location. And there are our goal. So that could be your team, anything you want it to say. As I say, I'm keeping this neutral today, although I have used England's colours. And you're going to get your string as long as you need it and weave them through. Now what bit of advice for this is start with the last one, and you're going to go through the end and then go that way. And the reason you're going to go behind the back is because then it hangs like that, so it just hangs a lot neater. So then we're going to go through this end and out. So we've got a football banner. I've put the England colours around the edges, but whatever colour your team is, that is the colours of the official ball. And we've got a grass scene with a goal in the back. And how did you find that? That is super easy. And like I said, you can actually use these for so many different football themed projects, whether it's cards, whether it's scrapbooking pages. But at the moment, we've been the World Cup and everyone being football crazy, not particularly me, but I live in a house where everyone's football mad, so I understand the excitement. Then you can make your banner, and it's something you can make yourself for a themed football party, or you can make with the kids for a nice craft activity. And you don't even have to cut it out in your Cricut, because if you've got kiddies, you can actually, if you've got kid safe scissors, you can cut them out. You can print them off and they can cut them out themselves. So that's a nice football themed activity in schools as well. I'm going to drop the link to the alphabet below. It's free to download and there's a full alphabet and number set. So grab those and get making your football project. And if you do make a banner, tag me on Extraordinary Chaos Facebook or Instagram and let me know how you got on. But please do tell me in the comments what team you follow and what banner you are going to make. So thank you so much for crafting along with me. Don't forget to grab that link to the alphabet. I will see you next time and happy crafting.